Coach, this is what I'm talking about. NFL playoffs at Lambeau Field with a snowstorm camped out over the upper Midwest. Let's go. It's time for some great football in Green Bay. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Carolina Panthers and the Green Bay Packers. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the run, watch the run. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And able to find Graham, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 16, Rodgers, and he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. John Ross there to make the grab. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Preston Smith there on the stop.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
First carry for Peyton Barber. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 16-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. First down, they go with Barber again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not a touchdown. He had to put it right on the money.
Yeah, and how did he do that? Everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening and put it right there.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. These two teams all tied after 1.
3 down. Check three.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Jones. And some room to work. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Dontari Poe in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Watch the screen. 88. Check.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Double dog, that's the way.
And an alley to run. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams there to make the grab. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run here with Barber, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll try it now with Barber, and he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down, Barber. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. This is McCaffrey. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
20. 20. Let's get it. Mike,
3rd and long. It's Newton. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Another run, this time McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Get 300! Get 300! Hey, Delta! Check, 59. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
On 2nd and 15 now. Rodgers. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Panthers take over. We got this. At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
At the 28-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. They will go for it. Now Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. Well, it didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver. And it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Mike, hey, Orbit. 59. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. 59, Mike. 59, Mike. 59.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
8. Great. Express. Banjo.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Great. 42 to Mike, boys. 8. 42. Express. Watch the blood.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton under pressure again, and down he goes again. Rashawn Gary able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Mike 42, check. Mike 42. Mike's 42. I'm coming.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And you find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come out here in the eye. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are back within a single score. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Gano the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Rodgers to throw on third down. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Hey! 42. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
On first down, Newton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's McCaffrey, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Rush in. Rush in. 20. 42.
To throw on third down, Newton. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. Newton now to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Hey, I'm coming.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Screenplay, Johnson. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Come on, baby. Let's go. 26. Get wide. Get up.
Rodgers going to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
59, Smooth. Mike, check, 59.
And the blitz does come. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll look to throw. It got his man complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Newton to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Don't be scared. Gun. Mike 42. Hey, watch his slant. Watch 20. Watch his slant. Check.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Oh, it's an enormous call here. They'll go for 2. One play to keep their postseason alive.
What are you?
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
And he missed it.